Hi, this is Brendan from Watto Training, and in this tutorial we take a look at how to avoid a collision with a kangaroo. Now, I can speak from personal experience. I have hit or been hit by a kangaroo before. I think it was a little bit of both. It was back in the early to mid 90s. I was driving along Yamundi Road at Noosaville. I was teaching at the time at Good Shepherd Lutheran College, and I was on my way to work, and a massive kangaroo came out along the side of the road and went across the bonnet of my little Honda Accord and left a massive dent in it and rolled over the top and got up and hopped away. So I have had that experience before, and I guess some people might say I didn't even see it coming. So even though we're calling this how to avoid a collision with a kangaroo, we're trying to put strategies in place to do the very best we can to avoid doing so. The sources of information for this tutorial come from qld.gov.au, from the RSPCA website, and Street Smarts as well. Keep in mind the time of day. Wildlife, particularly kangaroos, are more active at dawn and dusk. Make sure your headlights work. Having bright headlights can allow you to see an animal on the road ahead and react to the situation as early as possible. Being alert at all times while driving can reduce the risk of hitting wildlife on our roads. If you are more likely to notice an animal is obstructing the road, you have more time to act accordingly. If you do notice an animal on the road, it is important to consider the safety of yourself and other drivers. Drive sensibly and to the condition. Never swerve to avoid hitting an animal, but try to slow down and come to a safe stop. Minimize distractions. While using a GPS and making hands-free calls are legal, they are distractions. When you head into a rural area, it's a good idea to avoid devices. If you have a passenger in your car, try to refrain from chatting until you pass through a high-risk animal road accident area. This will allow you to remain focused on the road and possible hazards. If you need to take evasive action to avoid a kangaroo on the road, assess the situation and take appropriate action that avoids or prevents risk to yourself and other road users. If you encounter a kangaroo on the road, don't swerve to avoid it, as it can cause you to roll your vehicle. Gently brake and slow down and use your horn to alert the animal. You must not unreasonably obstruct the path of other road users or cause a traffic hazard. You may safely stop or drive on the road shoulder to avoid hitting a kangaroo. And if you have a clear view of approaching traffic, you may safely drive to the right of the center of the road to avoid hitting a kangaroo if there is no center line. Or drive to the right of a dividing line, a dividing strip, over a single continuous line, over two parallel continuous lines, or over a painted island to avoid hitting a kangaroo. Any evasive action you take must be considered necessary and reasonable. What if I hit a kangaroo? If you hit an animal, make sure to call 1300-ANIMAL or your local wildlife rescue group to assess the animal or take it away for treatment. Thanks for watching. This has been Brendan from Watto Training.